Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing great. I want you to know that there comes a moment when you're going to fail, my friend. You're going to fail. You're trying to break off some habits. It might be smoking, it might be drinking beer, it might be porn, it might be masturbation, it might be backbiting. You're trying to stop that and you tell yourself you're going to stop, and you pass some time without doing that thing, and then you realize you just relapsed, you just did that thing again. I want you to know that you are going to fail. And when you fail, it doesn't mean that you're a failure, it just means you failed the moment. And failing the moment is just a signal that you could have done much better. There's a much more better way you could have done the thing than the way you did it. So your job is not to blame yourself if you fail again. The job is to find out what is the one thing that caused me to do this thing, and how best can I do this thing, or how best can I avoid doing this thing next time. How did I feel in that moment when I was failing, when I was about to fail, when I was about to go back to my bad habits? And how am I going to notice that? How am I going to notice that signal next time that I'm about to do that kind of stuff? It might be smoking, masturbation, it might be gossiping, it might be drinking, whatever you're doing, my friend, you know what that is, right? I'm just trying to help us so that we should live an authentic life, guys, a real life. There's real life besides what we're doing. So you have to notice that thing and then take note of it. And then after you take note of it, the next time you feel that urge, because there's an urge that you feel before doing that kind of stuff you do. So when you feel that urge, I want you to first relax. Just relax, man. Just relax. And then observe the urge, observe what your mind is doing right there. And then you're not acting, you're on pause, and then you're just observing, man. You're just noticing what is happening. And then you get to decide to say, all right, I've noticed that my body right now is pushing me to doing that bad habit. Now right now I'm making a decision. So you have to decide. You say, I'm making a decision, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do something much better. So here's the thing about habits, right? The addiction that you have towards anything that is troubling you is embedded in your system, in your head. It's there in your limbic system, man. It's there. It's what is controlling you. So you can't break off an habit or a habit. What you can do instead is find a replacement. When you feel the urge, notice it, observe it, then decide that you are going to do something else. Replace the energy from going to the bad habit to something else that matters more in your life, something that pushes you to the max, man, to where you're supposed to be. Take your attention to something that is much more valuable, man, and you are going to be so much impressed by who you're going to become, because you're not only going to be able to avoid the urge and that thing that takes you back to those bad habits, but you are instead also at the same time going to build a much more better life, a much more better experience, man. You get to experience the authentic self of yourself, man. You get to notice the real version of yourself that doesn't suffer and that doesn't live under the slavery of that kind of stuff. So remember, you don't break off a habit, you replace it by something that is much better, that aligns with your calling, man, that aligns with your mission, man, that aligns with the bigger picture. Attach yourself to a bigger vision, something that is more valuable, man. It's going to push you to do something good, right? So I want to tell you that you who's been struggling with that addiction, man, you're not a failure, right? You're not a failure. You've just not yet reached the point of replacement. So now I've discovered you have to notice, you have to observe, then you have to decide to replace that thing with something much more valuable, and that's how you win. I know you're going to do much more better things, and I trust you. I trust you're going to win. We win together, my friend. And I want to tell you to say, in this battle, you're not alone, my friend. I'm with you. I'm with you. We're going to move together, and we're going to win together, and we're going to succeed together. Have a good time. I believe in you. Elijah Utete, making life better.